Let's get into some things of the things, child. We got some stuff to talk about today, honey. We got some stuff to talk about. Hit that like button. If you are new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We have a great time over here. You meant what you said when you said it. Really be expecting, because I don't be understanding y'all sometimes. And when y'all know when I say y'all, you know I'm talking about y'all. You know I'm talking about y'all. This means that all these people that got something to say have been actively involved in the political process in their world. I don't believe it. You ain't gonna convince me. I know y'all love me. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Well, it's my Friday, but happy Thursday to you guys. Come on in. Yes, honey, we have news about Dexter. Y'all come on in. Let me say hi to the people. We already got 60. Oh, shoot. Oh, well. I was going to go on TikTok today, but I forgot to. Well, I can go ahead and log in. It won't take me too long. Oh, shoot. I dropped the phone now. Hold on. It won't take me long to set it up, child. We can do the tiki-taki today. We got a lot to talk about. Well, a lot of lawsuits type stuff going on today. What up, everybody? Let me say hi to the people. Let's go ahead and queue up. Let's go ahead. Oh, I'm in low power mode. All right, let's go ahead and queue up the tiki-taki. Y'all come on in. I'm gonna say hi to the people in a second. Let's just do this TikTok real quick. Because I really meant to get on TikTok. So let me set this up, honey. How's everybody doing today? Is everybody having oh shoot, that's not what I meant to do. Everybody having a good Thursday, almost Friday. All right. Oh, shoot. Child, this thing's starting to get like YouTube. You got to do all this extra stuff just to go live, to set up a live, child. All right. All right. Okay, sorry about that. We are on TikTok now. Sorry about that, you guys. Like I said, I meant to set it up and I didn't realize it until I was live. So let's go. I still need to watch our books and bourbon posts from that child. It was unhinged. Matter of fact, I meant to put it on members only, but I'll leave it open a little bit longer. Then I'll probably add it to members only. Now, this is weird. On this side, on my ReallyBTV channel, y'all's names are the same. But if I go over to my ReallyBTV reviews, everybody comes in with their handles. That's so weird. I don't know what YouTube or StreamYard. I don't even know if this is StreamYard or YouTube, chat. I don't know what they have going on. Hey, everybody over on TikTok. Come on in. Hit the like button. Tap the screen. We are talking about hot topics and things of the things. So y'all come on in. Baby, don't tell me I'm so far behind on Beyond the Gates. I looked at like 2 episodes today. So I haven't even started this week. I'm still trying to finish up last week. So don't tell me about Beyond the Gates, but I'll be looking forward to getting caught up. All right, let me say hi to the people. What's up, The Informed? Hey, Fran, Corey, Don. What's up, boo? Hey, DB. Marilyn and Green. Hey, I just said that. Alexis, Below, Tan. What's going on? Yes, hit that like button over here. Miss Cookie. Oh, shoot. Miss Cookie. Hey, Cross Country Cruiser. What's up? Lock Queen. Gossip in the Garden. Hey, Chuck. Tawanda. Hey. Janae. Lovely Nola. Yolanda. Mia. TG. What up, Tracy? You found what? The one that... Oh, shoot. Hold on, y'all. Tracy looking for stuff. Hold on. I don't forgot what I asked Tracy to find. Child, I still need to watch. Oh, I just read that one. Hey, Lauren, Majani, what's going on? They've been trying it out for a while now. You know it's beta. I don't want to see it. I don't like it. I like people being able to put their name in. I don't want to see their handles. Because some of it, I just like this. I like people being able to put their name in. Hey, Candy Loves TD. TV. Got me thinking about TD Jakes, I guess. Miss Bay Thing. Hey, Rye. Boom. Tracy said, I'm creating my account. Oh, you got the... Oh, okay. You didn't have to, Tracy. I told you don't worry about it, child. Lord, Tracy, like, maybe when she get her mind on something, I told you don't worry about it. What up, Sweet Pea? So, hey, TikTok people. I don't even want to say your name wrong. Hey, Felicia, Crystal, Smarty, Jones, Bricks, Ali, Haley, Jens. I hope I said it right. What's going on, you guys? So just tap that like button. I mean, tap that screen. Tap it. Tap, 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 please. And over here, hit that like button, please. Okay. What's up, Cajun? What up, Star? Hey, boo. What's up, Taurus? Hey, Stephanie. Oops, I didn't mean. Never mind. I know who that is. I mean, that's your name, but I know who you are. I knew how you are in real life. Hey, y'all. So listen, you guys, let's go ahead and get into the things. We have a bunch of stuff to cover today. Tracy, I said you didn't even have to worry about it, girl, because we about to jump. We about to run right through these things. So let's go ahead. Hold on. Let me see something. Notice they've been doing on other channels. Some with lots of subs are done and not so many. Hey, Vinny Vin. Yeah. Okay. So let's get into it. So I guess I'll start with the smallest and we'll work our way up to the biggest, I guess. Or I don't even know if biggest is the right word, but let's start with this Milagro Gramz situation. So for those who don't know, Milagro Gramz is a YouTuber. I think she's kind of moved over to Twitch now, but she's a YouTuber that is being sued by Meg Thee Stallion. You guys remember we talked about that allegedly she was in cahoots with Tory Lanez family, and she, did online bullying, cyber stalking. She generated this AI video. I don't know if she generated, but she disseminated this AI video of Meg Thee Stallion allegedly as a in a sexual act. And so that lawsuit is happening. It's moving forward. I don't know if you remember us telling you that basically she was instructed not to delete any messages or text messages between her and Tory. Well, really just any. And then they found out she deleted over 20,000 text messages. So that trial starts next month, I believe. I believe it starts in November. And so, yeah, that's happening. Well, yesterday, it was being reported that there's a civil lawsuit by one of her subscribers that is suing her and alleging SA. Now, let me just give you the gist of the lawsuit. I didn't pull the lawsuit up. I didn't even ask Tracy to pull the lawsuit up. But let me just give you the gist of the lawsuit. The gist of the lawsuit is that Milagros has these meet and greet type weekends, sort of like what we did this weekend in Louisville, where she would rent these Airbnbs and basically her subscribers would come and they would party. All right. So one of her subscribers is alleging that at one of these parties, she encouraged him to drink and get drunk. He was there with his partner at the time. And during this said party, some things went down, sexually. And allegedly, Milagros is being accused of video recording the activity and then disseminating that activity on her like private social, well, I shouldn't say private social media, but like behind paywall social media, right? Behind paywall. And so basically the lawsuit is like, yeah, I did not sign up to be a part of anybody's porn video. So he is suing, not only is he suing Milagro, but he's suing Airbnb. Now, I don't know how Airbnb has anything to do with that because, baby, probably the Airbnb policy at this particular Airbnb is that they couldn't have no party. I'm gonna tell you now, Airbnb is Airbnb, VRBO, all those places are clamping down on their party policy when it comes to these houses, renting houses and having these wild parties. I know here in Maryland, they're proposing a new law that is going to limit people being able to have these wild parties at these houses. So I don't feel like Airbnb is going to be a part of that lawsuit for long, because if that's the case, then hell, we could sue every hotel, we could sue every resort, we could sue, we could see cruise ships. I mean, that opens up a window. It's a slippery slope to say, oh, well, because it happened at the Airbnb, then the Airbnb is responsible, especially if the person whose Airbnb that was had a no party policy. Hey, Harlem girl, thank you so much. Thank you for the gifter badge. She look, y'all know Harlem girl don't be playing over here on TikTok. Harlem girl don't be playing. Thank you, boo. So personally, okay, I texted you the details, emailed you the doc, but the doc has address. Okay, thanks, Tracy. I'm gonna look at it in a second. Baby Tracy don't be playing no games with y'all. So I hear what you're saying, that it happened at the Airbnb, but I just think that's a slippery slope that we want to start including the like hotel, places like that when things like that happen. Now, especially since, like I said, most of us, if you've ever rented an Airbnb or VRBO, a lot of times it'll be there that you can't have a party. And I know, baby, I've stayed in places where you have to write every name of the person that is going to be at the place that you're going to be. Like, you have to give them every name. Because I remember one time we stayed somewhere and they were like, we need everybody's name, and pretty much nobody else can come and stay longer than, a couple of hours or whatever they were saying. And I was like, well, damn, like that's real strict. And they had a Ring camera on the house. So it's not like we're going to sneak people in. Like, literally the owner could see everybody that came in and out of the house. Granted, we could register up to like 13 people or something like that. But they were like, yeah, anything other than that, over that. Mm-mm. But, so I know, right, exactly, Cajun, I know, but that's what I'm saying. A lot of places are clinking down on wild parties and stuff like that for that exact reason. And two, people tearing these people's houses up. People have been tearing these people's houses up. So, but let's stick to the bigger story. Like, I don't even care about the Airbnb part. Baby, you having parties where you videotaping the activities and then reposting it on your social media, allegedly. That's crazy as you know what. That is crazy. Like, and it's all allegedly, so that doesn't make it true just because it's being alleged. But just even the fact of it being alleged is crazy. It's crazy. So that's what's going on over with the Milagro Gramz situation. She better get ready for this trial, because didn't her attorney try to get off of this case because he said she wasn't paying him? So I don't even know if she has an attorney right now. So she got bigger fish. Not bigger than this case, but I'm saying she got stuff to worry about. Does that fall under the revenge piece? I guess it depends on what her reasoning was for posting it. I mean, if her reason, I didn't read the whole lawsuit, so let me say, but if her reason for posting it was because she was angry with him, or because she, oh my goodness, I just got something that lit up the whole screen. Thank you so much. Thank you. Mwah! Thank you so much. Okay. Oh, that was Star that said that. A rising key. Thank you, boo. Thank you so much. Yeah. So I would have to say Revenge P, it would have to go under what was the purpose for it. Why did she put it, why did she post it, so social media is this generation's issue. Social media is this I don't know what that means. What you mean social media is this generation's issue? I don't understand what that means. All right. Oh, it's 152 people in the room, so y'all know what that means. Don, get your white gloves ready. Get the white gloves ready. It's time for Don to pass the plate.
I said close them doors. Close the doors. Close the doors. Close the doors.
Close those doors. Don said close those doors, okay? Now, y'all know what that means. That means it's time to, if you would like to donate to the platform, and you could do it the free way, or if you want to add a little something, you can. But if you could just please, over on TikTok, if you could just tap the screen. We want to get to 10,000 likes, so you could tap the screen. Over here on YouTube, you can hit the like button. It's free 99. Both places you can subscribe. Both places you can share out the live. Let everybody know that we are over here, okay? Now, if you want to add a little something in the collection plate, the number for today is 642. That is $6.42. $6.42, or $16.42, or $26, or $60, or $600. Okay, if you want to add a little something to the collection plate, you can. Cash App is $really be the podcast. Or over on YouTube, you can super chat, or over on TikTok, you can send gifts. Okay, however y'all want to do it. All right. But let's get into this. So next up on the docket, right, hit the free 99. Hit that like button, baby. Listen, y'all know I don't pressure y'all out about putting money in the plate over here. I'll take it if you offering, but baby, I really would love it. I really would love it if you would just hit the like button. I ain't gonna tell y'all no lies. And tell your friends, and tell a friend to tell a friend. You know what I'm saying? And tell a friend to tell a friend. They're saying social media is the problem. I don't think social media is a problem. I think the abuse of social media is a problem. Just like I don't think money is the issue, but the when people say money is the root of all evil, no, the love of money is the root of all evil. I think social media is a great thing. I think part of the problem, though, is we allow social media to become an unhealthy space. And I think that parents, what do I want to say? Because the thing about it is the horse is already out of the barn, right? Like social media is what it is. And I think we, myself included, we have to find a happy medium dealing with social media. You know what I'm saying? But I understand that social media has become a very toxic place. It has become a very toxic place. I agree. Okay, thank you over here. Okay, we got 1K likes over here. We want to get to 10K. Keep tapping, please. Don said we need to get the likes up over on YouTube. All right, y'all, come on. So next up, okay, Tracy said this. I'm not gonna. Okay. All right, hold on. Let me look at that. I don't want to share people's addresses, so let me look at the document. Let me look at the. Let's talk about the turkey leg hut first before we get to Buffy and Married to Medicine. Can we talk about Don? Chef Don? Hey, Don, what in the entire hell were they putting in the batter down to the turkey leg hut? First of all, when we first started hearing about the turkey leg hut, we heard about how great the turkey leg hut was, how, the food was good, and then how the people was, charging. They had a dress code and they was charging the people, and there was all this, but it was a popular spot. Then they opened up the daiquiri hut, and then we started hearing about abuse of power, and the owner was talking to the employees crazy, and the money was coming up funny. And then we found out that the husband and wife was getting a divorce, and there were allegations of abuse. And then we found out that the husband / ex-husband allegedly was burning down the competitors' places, and people got arrested and stuff. Now, and we thought that the same one was the wife. We said, oh my goodness, this man did her so dirty, and he was abusive, and he did this and he did that. Now we wake up this morning and she done been arrested. Now, what are y'all doing down there to the turkey leg hut? Now, let's read this article down to the Houston Chronicle. Okay. It says turkey leg hut founder arrested, accused of aiding Houston kidnapping suspect. Turkey leg hut founder Nakia Holmes was arrested and charged with hindering the arrest of a man accused of aggravated kidnapping in Houston. Now, they say that that's her boyfriend. Okay, they saying that is her boyfriend, and that she was giving him a shelter and a place to stay. Let's read through this thing, child. Holmes was oh Lord, they're gonna let me read this article. Hold on, let me find another article real quick. That's how they get you. They let me read the blurb, but they ain't gonna let me read the whole thing. Hold on. I'm not buying no more subscriptions. I'm not doing it. Okay, let's do the Fox News. They'll let me read it. Okay. Fox News will let me read it, yeah. Okay. Okay. She's been charged with allegedly helping hide a man wanted for allegedly beating and kidnapping an ex-girlfriend. That's it. Well, I guess that's all to tell. Hold on. That's all to tell? Hold on. Oh, that's the video. They're going to play the video. We're going to leave it there, child. I ain't worried about it. We're going to leave it there. Y'all get the gist of it. The woman got arrested because allegedly her new boyfriend was staying at her place, and the police was looking for this man. This man was a fugitive because he had pending kidnapping charges, and they done found the man at her house. Hold on, let's listen to what's being said. Hold on, let me share my screen. I'm gonna let y'all hear it because y'all want to hear this because it's crazy. All right, y'all can see the screen. I hope y'all can hear it over onto the TikTok.
On the news, one of the original owners is now facing felony charges for allegedly hindering the arrest of a felon. Her boyfriend, that is. Fox's Leslie Delaspore is live at Harris County Criminal Courthouse with what exactly happened here. Leslie.
That's right. Nakia Holmes is charged for allegedly letting her boyfriend stay with her while he was wanted for allegedly beating his ex. Court records say Holmes let Jonathan Saison stay at her home in Cypress while there was a warrant out for his arrest. Investigators say he beat his ex with a tire iron and kidnapped her at her home earlier this month. According to court records, after officers saw Saison at Holmes' home in Cypress, they questioned her during a traffic stop, and she denied knowing him and told them he was not at her home. Later, court records say during the traffic stop, a different set of officers who were at Holmes' home told her that Saison was seen jumping her fence, and then her story allegedly changed. Now, the district attorney's office tells us that Holmes' bond is currently set at $10,000. Back to you.
So, Leslie, what more do we know about why exactly Jonathan?
Tracy says she got the paperwork. Child, Tracy be moving faster than my eyes can read. Hey, Pam. Now, look. Pam has been working overtime and triple time. Last week, Pam must have went live 10 times last week, y'all. Pam gave us now the breakdown on the TD Jake situation. So if y'all want the full breakdown, y'all know where to get the full breakdown over to Pam the Law Intellect Esquire over there. Y'all know she give y'all the full breakdown. We just gonna give a blurb. We doing hit and runs today. We ain't got time. We doing hit and runs today. Tracy says she got his charges. Okay, let me go on my email, Tracy. But yes, honey, Thomas Dexter's case, yes. She gave us the update on that. Hold on. Let's see here. Tracy done sent 20,000. All right, let's see what this is. Okay. Hold on, Tracy. Let me read this document. Oh, Lord, I can't read this little handwriting. Hold on. What's this? Hold on. Hold on. So this is his charges. Hold on. I think this is the boyfriend's charges. Let me make sure this is the right one I'm reading. Okay. Felony charge, aggravated assault of a family member. It has the case number and all that good stuff. This allegedly happened on October the 8th. Oh, this is recent. Okay, let's read this. Okay, this is October the 8th of 2025. So this is very recent. Today only the 15th. My goodness. Wait a minute. That's crazy. Okay, let's read through this. Thank you, Tracy. Tracy done pulled. Now, this is the affidavit in the name. This is the affidavit from the victim, I believe. Hold on. This writing is small, y'all. I'm sorry. Let me try to zoom in. Okay, let's read through this. I'm going to read it to y'all. Lord, let me put my other eyes on. I can't see this small damn handwriting. Hold on. Where are my glasses? Oh, here they go. Child, I got a whole mess over here. I got to clean this table off. Okay, let's read this. Child, let's read this. Oh, that's better. Okay. In the name and by authority of the state of Texas, before me, the undersigned Assistant District Attorney of Harris County, Texas, this day appeared the undersigned offendant who under oath says that he has good reason to believe and does believe that the Harris County, Texas, Jonathan Sison, hereafter styled the defendant, herefore on or about October the 8th of 2025, did then and there unlawfully, intentionally, and knowingly cause bodily injury to Tiana Jones, a person with whom the defendant had a dating relationship, by striking the complainant with a tire iron. Oh my. With a tire iron, and the defendant used a deadly weapon during the commission of the offense. Okay. On October the 8th at approximately 0300 hours, they responded to a family disturbance call. I ain't gonna say the address. In Harris County, Texas. The police arrived on the scene and made contact with Isaiah Child, these people's names. Hereafter, the complainant's son, who stated that his mother, Tanya Jones, was currently in the hospital due to her ex-boyfriend kidnapping her and beating her. The complainant's son said that his mom wanted him to call the police. The complainant's son said that his mom is willing to speak with officers regarding the incident. After gathering information with the complainant and her daughter, Tiana Jones, at the hospital outside in the parking lot, where the complainant gave a statement and stated that around 4 p.m., her ex-boyfriend, Jonathan, came to the house to get some shoes that he left after they broke up. It said she opened the garage to let him in, and then he proceeded to assault her and grabbed her and forced her into his vehicle. She then said that the defendant drove away and began striking her in the face with a closed fist repeatedly. She said he then took a tire iron and struck her in the head and face repeatedly. My God. Oh my God. Okay. She said that the defendant held her against her will for 6 hours and proceeded to physically assault her the whole time. Said that the way she got him to release her was that she told him she would not call the police if he just dropped her off at the hospital. He then dropped her off at Memorial Hermann Greater Heights Hospital. What? This is crazy as hell. The complainant, while on the scene, appeared to have severe injuries to the point of unrecognizable. She had stitches in her head and behind her left ear. Okay, so this is the sworn statement. Now, let me see what these other documents Tracy done sent me, child. Okay, these are the charges. The charges are aggravated assault, aggravated kidnapping, possession with intent, evading arrest, assault, terroristic threats, assault, robbery, bodily injury. Okay, that's what that document is. Let's see what this document is. Okay, listen, hold on, Lord. I got to read this small print again. Hold on. Okay. Okay. So this is the sworn statement saying that it is believed that Nakia Holmes, the Turkey Hut lady, did unlawfully and with intent to hinder the arrest of Jonathan under the authority of a warrant, provided a warning of impending discovery and apprehension to Jonathan, and Jonathan was as known to the defendant charged with a felony. So they saying she knew that he had charges and she was hindering. I mean, she was keeping him there. So wait a minute, I am confusion. I got questions. I don't know why I had that come up. My bad. So you knew the man. First of all, they say that this her new boyfriend. So this is your boyfriend that last October the 8th, today is the 15th. On October the 8th, showed up at his ex-girlfriend's house, allegedly kidnapped her, allegedly giving him a place to stay, letting him hide out at your house. When did y'all start dating? Because let's be clear. If my new man allegedly went to his old girlfriend's house last week, and allegedly did those things. Oh, today the 16th. Okay. And allegedly did those things. He can't show up at my house and get a place to stay. Baby, he cannot show up at my house and get a place to stay because the police, that thing said that she knew about them charges, which means that I feel like the police probably knocked at her door and said, hey, we looking for Jonathan. Jonathan, you know where Jonathan is? Do you know where Jonathan is? We looking for Jonathan. She started dating him as soon as Lynn got arrested. So when was he dating? See, I'm with you, Abby. This is some junkie stunts. This is too much. This too much. What in the For My Man? Sharice, it sounds just like an episode of For My Man. It sure does. And you know how every episode of For My Man ends? With the lady in jail. Every episode of For My Man ends with the lady in jail. This is too much. You, ma'am, you don't have enough problems. Some people just need to be alone for a little while. Ma'am, you need to just be alone for a little while. I feel like right now you need to just spend some time with your Lord. Whoever that is to you. I don't know. Whoever that is to you, you need to you need to meditate. Maybe you need to go to a wellness. Maybe you need to go to Bali and go on one of those retreats that people be going to Bali and going and swimming in the mineral waters or something. Maybe you need to go to a wellness retreat. I don't know, ma'am. You tap the screen, ma'am. You need. I'm with you, Abby. If they come to my door, I'm asking, is there a reward? Because if it's a reward, he under the couch in the basement. Is there a reward, officer? What's the number to Crime Stoppers? What is the number to Crime Stoppers? Because I have a story to tell. As a matter of fact, let me tell y'all something. Now, y'all might think less of me for this, but I'm going to tell y'all the truth. I'm going to tell y'all the truth. Can y'all tap the screen over on YouTube? I mean, over on TikTok, please? We're trying to get to 10,000 likes. Can we get to 10,000 likes, y'all? Hey, oh, Hot Boy done came in the chat. Hey, Hot Boy. Can I tell y'all the truth? And y'all might think less of me, but I'm going to be honest with y'all. If I was, let's say I was crazy enough to really be, harboring a criminal. When the police show up at my door and I know his charges are kidnapping, I'm a victim too. Officer, he threatened me. He in the basement. Under the couch. He threatened me too, officer. Because let me tell you, look. You might be under a love spell, but you need to sober up real quick when the police knock at your door. You need to sober up real quick. Officer, he's in the basement. Be like this. I am not. Baby, listen. This is a mess. He had that lady for hours and beat her to the point she was unrecognizable. Throw him under the jail. Absolutely, Tracy. Abso-freaking-lutely. And let's be clear. Maybe it's just... He wouldn't even been able to knock at my door. Like... Ma'am, I thought you would have won in this equation that had some sense. I should have known you didn't have no sense when you stayed with this crazy man, the other one, your ex-husband. I should have known you didn't have no sense then. But I was giving you the benefit of the doubt. I was giving you the benefit of the doubt. I should have known then you ain't had no damn sense either. I should have known. Here I was giving you credit, though. I was giving you some credit, but I should have known you didn't have no damn sense then. So, baby, that's a turkey leg hut, people. Let's go on over here let's talk about Buffy. Now, let's talk about Buffy. Now, for those of you, let me give y'all the update on this, child. Let me give y'all the update on this situation. Buffy Purcell, formerly of Married to Medicine. I hate saying formerly of Married to Medicine. Like, that's the only thing she's ever done in her life. When she was only on that show for one season. She's done so many other things. But I'm going to just go on and say, for the purposes of this conversation, because that's how it's connected to this case. It's connected to this case. Oh, Lord. Ooh, this is... Hold on. Okay. Hey, TT, thank you for the $6.42. Y'all know that's the number of the day. $6.42 if you want to donate to the platform. $6.42, $16.42, $60.42. Y'all can just go on and cash app it, super chat it. But I really would appreciate if you would just hit that like button. You could make me smile if you just hit the like button. Appreciate you. Thank you for the donation, though, my love. Every little bit, every little step I take. Hey, okay. So, if you guys remember, okay, so Buffy was on Married to Medicine for one season, right? She didn't really get along with a lot of people. She left the show, whatever. Last year, Buffy did an interview with Oliver Twixt. You guys may or may not be familiar with Oliver Twixt. He is a YouTuber. He does social media, yada, yada, yada. And he has a series on his YouTube channel where he does interviews with people from older shows. He sort of went viral when he started interviewing the people from America's Next Top Model. And so he started interviewing people from like reality TV, and Married to Medicine was one of the shows. So he interviewed, I believe he interviewed Mariah, and then he interviewed Contessa. No, he interviewed Buffy. I'm sorry. He interviewed Buffy. So while he was interviewing Buffy, of course, he was interviewing her about Married to Medicine, because a lot of people were like, why is she still talking about Married to Medicine? That was what the interview was about. He literally was interviewing her about her time on Married to Medicine. So that's why. And she told her truth. Now, people don't have to agree with her truth. Right, making the band too. You're right, making the band too. People don't have to agree with her truth. People don't have to like her truth. People don't have to, all of that, right? That's fine. People can feel how they want to feel about what Buffy said, didn't say. Contessa called Buffy a liar. Contessa went live and she hooted and hollered and she was crying and she said she was going to sue for defamation because Buffy was lying on her and lying on her character. I believe Buffy said that Contessa, there was a situation about Buffy not having miscarriages. And Buffy said that there was a scene that was deleted where Contessa basically said, we've all lost children, get over it. I'm paraphrasing, y'all. That may not be the exact quote, but I'm paraphrasing. Contessa was upset. She said, "Well, you know, like you're damaging my character. I have lost a child. I would never say that, and I'm suing you for defamation." Buffy said, "Bring it." Buffy said, "Bring it. You gonna sue me? Sue me. Bring it." That's what Buffy said. Buffy said, "Bring it. Do your best." Okay. So Contessa did. She sued Buffy. I believe the case was thrown out. Either the case was, okay. I think the case was, I believe Contessa's case was thrown out because she didn't respond. So she filed the lawsuit. Buffy's attorneys did what they had to do. And I believe that Dr. Contessa never responded to the lawsuit. So the lawsuit was thrown out. But here's the caveat. Dr. Contessa had to pay Buffy's legal fees because the way, I don't know if it was a, what do they always call it? Pam talks about it all the time. Tracy, what am I trying to say? Where if you sue somebody for defamation and they throw it out and then you get legal fees, what am I trying to say, y'all? What am I trying to say? Anyway, if one of y'all put it in the chat, I'll know what I'm talking about, but it's escaping me right now. So she owed Buffy, she owed Buffy's attorneys, she had to pay, wasn't a default, that's not the word I'm looking for. What is it that Pam always says? It came up in the TD Jakes case, it came up in Bishop Whitehead's case. It's in New York and California mostly, but other states have it too. Pennsylvania just added it, where people, if they feel like it's frivolous, you end up having to pay the legal fees. What am I trying to, damn. Oh, I would have failed this exam down to the law officers of Hood and Ghetto. Anyway, I'll think of it. It'll come to me. Slap. That's it. Thank you, little baby. Anti-slap. I don't know if this fell under an anti-slap, but whatever it was, Buffy, Contessa had to pay Buffy's legal fees. Okay. So yeah, that's it. It's anti-slap. Thank y'all. Oh, I couldn't get it out. So Contessa never paid them. Baby, Contessa never paid them. She never paid Buffy's attorney's fees. Now listen. Whether you like Buffy or you don't like Buffy. I like Buffy, and I know some people don't like her, but I like Buffy. But whether you like Buffy or you don't like Buffy, I think all of us can agree that Buffy is probably not the person that you think is going to let something go. Like, Buffy is probably not the person that y'all think she going to say, well, I got enough money. I don't really need your money, Contessa. Baby. Baby, let me tell y'all what happened. Baby, Buffy went down to that good courthouse, down to the Georgia. And she done put a lien on Contessa's house. Baby, I said Buffy went down to that courthouse. And she done put a lien on Contessa's house for her money. She done put a lien down to the courthouse for her money. I'm going to read y'all what I have here now. Tracy done went and filed it. Tracy done went and pulled the paperwork. Listen, it says in the Superior Court of, I'm not going to put it on the screen because it has Contessa's address and stuff on here. I'm not going to put it on here. But it says in the Superior Court of Fulton County, state of Georgia, Buffy Purcell, plaintiff versus Contessa Metcalf, defendant, to all and singular sheriff to the state of Georgia and their lawful, it's blurry, y'all, but I'm going to do the best I can, and their lawful deputies in the above styled case, and on the judgment date set out, the plaintiff above recovered against the defendant a judgment in the following amount. The judgment is for $41,000. It's blurry, y'all. I'm doing the best I can. I believe it's $41,383.50. $41,383.50. With future interest on said principal amount from the date of the judgment, if the legal rate or set out in the judgment. The plaintiff or plaintiff's attorney, and then she has the name of her the law case. I mean the law firm, the address, the telephone number. It says, therefore, you are commanded to seize the personal property and land of said defendant, and especially only of the following described property. And then again, it has the information there. And it is witnessed on this. It's blurry, y'all, but I want to say it was in September. I can't see the exact day, but it was in September of 2025. Baby, Buffy done went down to that courthouse and filed a lien against Contessa House for her $41,000. Baby, you better go and get that money. Thank you, Tracy. September the 8th. Baby, that thing is blurry on my end. I can't see it. Now listen. Y'all ain't gotta like Buffy. Y'all don't. And that's okay. But Buffy said, you told them people that I lied and you was going to sue me. And I'm going to be honest with you. I almost wish that this case had gone to trial. And I'm going to tell you why. I almost wish that this case had gone to trial. Because Buffy said that production had footage of not what we saw, because I know we actually saw Contessa getting Buffy's face, but I can't remember. I can't remember exactly what Buffy said that Contessa said. But baby, Buffy said it was on camera. I wanted to see them subpoena that footage. No, Buffy's not a lawyer. Buffy's not a lawyer. She's a CPA. I wanted them to subpoena that footage. I want to know exactly what was said. Baby, can you imagine if they had to subpoena? Because we read the lawsuit where Buffy put in, her attorneys put it in there that they were going to subpoena. Her attorneys put in the paperwork that they were going to subpoena Bravo. And they were going to subpoena Bravo for that footage, which leads me to believe that either it was really said or Buffy believes it was really said. Because sometimes our mind can play tricks on us. But what that tells me is that Buffy believes that whatever she said happened, she truly believes it was said. Because it was in the paperwork that they were going to subpoena Bravo. Baby. Right, Tracy just said it. Yeah, she was going to depose the whole production crew, and she wanted that footage. And baby, I wanted the footage too. Baby, that was a case I might have had to drive down to Atlanta because I want to know too. I want to see the footage. You know how much stuff we don't see? Baby Buffy. Baby Buffy moonwalked her ass into that courtroom and found that damn paperwork last month. Contessa, pay that lady. Hey, Contessa, if you don't pay that lady that money, I don't care if you better borrow, you better liquidate a retirement, you better sell off one of them cars. $40,000 in the grand scheme of things really ain't that much. When you a doctor, your husband a doctor, y'all got your own law practice. And I understand people can be overextended. People can spend more than what they have. I get that. But y'all should have $40,000. Hell, your house is worth that. You might need to get you a line of equity. You might need to get you a real, what they call them, a realtor. You might need to just go on and pull some equity out that house, ma'am. Baby, get that lady her money. Can you please pay her? Can you pay that lady? Abby said, I can see how really be gonna be dragging me down. So Atlanta to the court. Baby, we done went there. We might have to show up for that one. Because I feel like that wouldn't have been a long case. That might have been one day, maybe two. A HELOC. That's it. I said a relock. Didn't I? A HELOC. That's what I'm talking about, Dr. Matt. Thank you, boo. That's what I'm talking about. She said, let me rock you like the children you'll never have. Thank you, Tracy. Y'all, Tracy said, I'm going to go back and find out what that lady said. She said, let me rock you like the children you'll never have. And Contessa said, I didn't say that. Now you know why. When people say, oh, you know, the first thing out of people's mouth when somebody says something you don't like, the first thing out of people's mouth is, I'm going to sue you. Now you know why sometimes it's easier to just not sue. Just shh. Shh. Sometimes it's okay to just hush. Hush. It's okay. Oh, Janie found it. I'm sorry. Let me give credit to the right people. Thank you. Baby, shutting the fuck up is always free. It is always free. Because again, the case never went to trial. Contessa's attorney stopped responding, so the judge threw the case out and gave Buffy her legal fees. It sounds like you started a fight you wasn't ready to finish. Is what it sounds like to me. Baby Buffy took her ass out of that courthouse. It's not funny, but it's funny. It is funny, but it's not funny, but it's funny. Oh, God. Okay. Child, I think Contessa was represented. You know what, little baby? I think she was. I think that was one of the things we said, that she didn't even have an attorney. And here's the thing. We know Buffy. Like, again, you can like or not like her, but we know Buffy. Buffy is not going to back down from a fight. She's just not. And when you was like, I'm going to sue you, and she said, okay, that probably should have been your warning to say, maybe not. Maybe I changed my mind. Maybe I decided I don't want to sue now. Because just, Girl, what you thinking? We never did talk about the fact that Drake's lawsuit got dismissed. His lawsuit against UMG Records, you know, his case got dismissed, right? We never did talk about the fact that his case got dismissed. But baby, the judge was like, yeah, we're not doing this. Right. Tracy said Buffy put her church finger up and tipped down to that courthouse. She tiptoed like, you know that video of T.S. Madison when she said, and I tiptoed. Baby, that's how she tiptoed down to the courthouse. She tiptoed. Oh, I did mention it? Oh, okay. Baby, that thing was funny to me. Okay. So that had happened. That had happened. Y'all see Dr. Jackie ain't sue her. Y'all see Dr. Timon ain't sued her. Did I check out the lawyers fighting about the Cardi B case? You know, the other lawyer lied and said they got into an altercation with Cardi's lawyers. Abby sent me that video earlier and I have not watched it. She did have all the smoke for Jackie. What you mean? What you mean, Corey? You wish that Buffy had all the smoke for Jackie? She been talking about Jackie for the last 6 years. Like, I don't know what you mean. That's why a lot of people don't like her, because they're like, she won't stop talking about Married to Medicine. Baby, she dogs Dr. Jackie out every chance she get. You mean, why didn't, I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure what you want her to do with Dr. Jackie. Right. I mean, like I said, she been talking. Now, she didn't sue. She's explained why she didn't sue Dr. Jackie. She didn't sue Dr. Jackie. Her husband talked her out of that because, you know, her husband's a doctor and her husband actually talked her out of suing. It's kind of like if you're married to a lawyer suing another lawyer, it's kind of like, So he kind of talked her out of actually suing Dr. Jackie. But baby, she laid that. What's up, DC Kool-Aid? But baby, she laid Dr. Jackie out every chance she give. Right. You notice that Dr. Jackie didn't sue her though. Buffy said that Dr. Jackie, she said that Simone was the one that told Dr. Jackie her medical business. You notice Dr. Jackie ain't never sue her, neither did Simone. Because if you're an attorney and somebody's accusing you of violating HIPAA, wouldn't you would think you would sue them? You notice neither one of them sued Buffy. Neither one of them have sued Buffy. Now, some might say, well, Dr. Jackie just let it go. She ain't, you know, she might, and that's fine. That could be it. But you notice that ain't neither one of them sue her. She should have just sued Jackie. Actually, Jackie wasn't the right person to sue. Simone was the one to sue. Jackie technically did not violate HIPAA. Jackie wasn't her doctor. The person who violated HIPAA was her doctor. And her doctor was Dr. Simone. According to Buffy, Simone is the one who told Dr. Jackie her medical information. That was the person to sue. She was just saying that it was in poor taste for her to put it out there the way she put it out there and tell everybody her business. But Jackie was not her doctor. Jackie did not violate HIPAA. Simone did, allegedly. So even so, she wouldn't have had a case against Dr. Jackie. She wouldn't have had a case against Dr. Jackie. And she never said that Dr. Jackie violated HIPAA. What she was talking about was, I didn't give Dr. Jackie permission to share my story. She felt like, why would you tell my story? But the person who told Dr. Jackie, allegedly, according to Buffy, was Simone. Simone was her doctor. That's who knew the information. How did Jackie find out about her having all these miscarriages and stuff? Jackie wasn't her doctor. But I do think it was in poor taste for Jackie to share it the way she did. I think that was in very poor taste. But anyway, child, I ain't trying to get back on the Married to Medicine, Dr. Jackie Buffie train, child. Let's move on. Thank you, Cross Country Cruiser, for the $6.42, my love. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay. All right, let's get into the rest of this, child. But as a doctor, Jackie still knew better. No difference when Simone consults Dr. Jackie on patients. It is a difference, R&D, but that's two different. It is a difference. She shouldn't have shared it, but she didn't violate. I don't know. Maybe I'm misunderstanding what you're saying. You said she should have known better than to share it. Yes, I think she should have known better than to share it. My bad. My bad. Let me just move on, child, because y'all talking in the chat, and I don't want to get caught up in y'all talking to each other. Hey, Diva Law. Well, I'm glad everything worked out well. Keep your feet up and rest. Kick your feet up and rest. The trailer hasn't come out yet. They just gave us a little teaser. I think the trailer is going to probably come out during BravoCon. All right. So let's get into these last couple of cases. Now, last night when I woke up in the middle of the night and I was scrolling through the TikTok, I found an update to the Lisa Barlow lawsuit. Y'all ready to hear it? Want to hear about it? Here you go. Now, y'all remember that Lisa Barlow had multiple lawsuits against her. Now, we did a whole video on the one lawsuit that is still pending. But all of the other lawsuits have been dismissed or settled. But there was one lawsuit that I told you guys about that was settled without prejudice, meaning it can be brought back up, right? So let me give y'all a little bit of a refresh your memory on that lawsuit. Let me refresh our memory a little bit on that lawsuit. So Lisa Barlow down to the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. The lawsuit was filed. A man by the name of William McGarry claims that Barlow and her husband owe him and his family trust $400,000. According to the complaint, McGarry, loaned the money to help the Barlows cover expenses related to their tequila brand, Vida Tequila. Now, that case, on August the 16th of this year, that case was dismissed without prejudice, meaning it can be refiled. The motion to dismiss did not state a reason, and the attorney for the plaintiff did not immediately respond. Okay, so that was just to give you a refresher. Now, let's talk about what happened yesterday. Now, this video is a little long, but I'm going to let y'all... Oh, shoot. Okay.
By we, I mean me. At 2 a.m. Around 2:30 this morning, I realized I was going to be up all night, and when I can't sleep, I like to mind other people's business. So last night, I decided to mind Lisa Barlow's business. And I went and looked up that $400,000 lawsuit that she said was dismissed. So William McGarry, in his capacity as the McGarry family trustee, sued Vida Tequila, John Barlow, and Lisa Barlow. Because back in 2022, John sat down with David McGarry, who apparently has been a friend of John and Lisa for like 20 years. So John went to him and let him know that he needed an investment or a loan for Vida Tequila because they were having difficulties sourcing certain raw materials. I don't know what raw materials, but they couldn't get them. According to John, they were having these difficulties due to Vida's inability to show vendors they had the capital to make these large purchases. And because of that, they were having trouble fulfilling their orders. David let John know that his dad, William McGarry, was the trustee of a family trust that did have those funds available for a possible investment or loan. And then David went back to his dad and explained what John said these funds would be used for. On or about December 21st, 2022, the trust entered into a promissory conversion note in the principal amount of $400,000, and the loan was funded on December 27th, 2022. The trust would not have entered into any note or loaned Vita any money if not for John's statements and assurances that the funds would be used to purchase raw materials.
All right, so that's just giving y'all a little bit. I'm gonna try to fast forward to the conclusion because the video is a little lengthy, but she explains
were
it.
Acquired after the loan was funded. The plaintiff says they never would have agreed to enter into the note. Materials Vita already had on hand. John and Vita raw materials or that Vita fees, but 2 days later, on August 15th, 2024, they dismissed it. So it was actually the plaintiffs who decided to dismiss this case. It was not the judge, and they dismissed it without prejudice.
So the plaintiffs withdrew the case without prejudice. They probably wanted to cross their T's and dot their I's a little bit so they could refile it. Well, here we go.
October 3rd, 2025, a couple weeks ago, a statement was filed for judgment by confession. I think we can all guess what that means. And sorry if you can't see it because it's so tiny, but you can always go look it up. On October 6th, an order was entered granting a stipulated motion to classify as private confession of judgment against defendants. A motion was also entered to remove Lisa Barlow as a defendant in this case, and that motion was granted. She was dismissed. Lisa will probably try to say that she's been dismissed from this lawsuit, so she's not being sued, but her company and her husband are still on the hook, and the court entered a judgment of $400,000 against the defendant. So I don't know how she's going to explain that one. Now, maybe Lisa.
So basically, Mr. McGrary and his attorney refiled it earlier this month. And they got a judgment for $400,000 against Vita Tequila and John. Now, Lisa was removed from the lawsuit because even if you go back and read the lawsuit, this loan was between John and William McGarry, but it still involves Vita Tequila, i.e. you are still the vice president of Vita Tequila, child. It's still your lawsuit, and you lost it for $400,000. So Lisa, girl, and it says by confession, meaning when y'all sat down to settle this lawsuit, you admitted or somebody admitted that y'all owed this money. Yeah, divorce is probably coming soon. We saw Tuesday night's episode where she's talking about how they haven't been getting along and they're not on the same page. I feel like she's setting us up for the okie doke. Y'all know how they do. Y'all know how these housewives do, baby. I feel like they setting us up for the okie doke, child. All right, now let's talk about this Tasha K thing, and then we're going to get into the TD Jakes of it all. So Tasha K, child. Thank you, Lexi. Thank you, Lexi. I appreciate you, boo. Thank you. Y'all know that Nicki Minaj has been, unhinged for a while. And Tasha K been riding for Nicki, okay? I don't know what they got going on, but Tasha been riding for Nicki. Nicki has claimed that somebody had her Amex card and was spending up all of her money. Well, Tasha K then came down to this internet and said that the person that was stealing all of that was stealing all of Nicki Minaj's money was her former stylist. Now, this is what Tasha K posted down to her social media. Nicki Minaj filed a police report against DeAndre Tristan, the stylist, last week for stealing money. Other names are expected to drop soon. We'll keep you updated. Hashtag Nicki Minaj. Then this was also posted down to the Twitter by Tasha K as well. It says Nicki Minaj's stylist DeAndre Tristan, aka DeAndre Willis, was allegedly convicted of credit card fraud back in 2010. He allegedly changed his name. Apparently, Nicki isn't the first or last victim. Calling all celebrities, hide your purses and your credit cards. Well, she has the emoji of the credit card. Stay tuned. I'm waiting on confirmation concerning a doctor that was allegedly stealing from her as well. Hashtag allegedly. Hashtag every name is allegedly. So that's what Tasha K done posted. Now, this is what Tristan's attorney done sent down to Tasha K. This is coming from Tristan's attorney. Retract your fault. It got cut off. I'm going to read you from what I have. Retract your false statements and issue a public apology to Mr. Tristan. Specifically on October the 14th of 2025 through your X account, and put in parentheses Twitter, you published multiple posts falsely accusing Mr. Tristan of criminal conduct, including statements that Nicki Minaj filed a police report against DeAndre Tristan, the stylist, last week for stealing money. Why they write it the same way Tasha K wrote it, with all capital letters, 3 Y's, and 3 exclamation points? Y'all. And another X statement, another X post the same day that he was allegedly convicted of credit card fraud in 2010. He allegedly changed his name. Okay, it's just a quote. Your statements concerning Mr. Tristan are unequivocally false. And you either knew or should have known them to be false. Mr. Tristan has never been charged with any crime, the subject of any criminal investigation, or convicted of any crime of any kind. Your posts are fabricated and malicious and appear calculated to harm Mr. Tristan financially and reputationally, despite the absence of any truth or good faith to your false statements. Given your large social media following, your false statements have spread virally, been published by other social media outlets, and have caused immediate and devastating harm to our clients' reputation, livelihood, and well-being. Mr. Tristan has received threatening and abusive direct messages on social media, text messages, and phone calls from friends and business associates concerning your defamatory statements. Including in this harassment are what appears to be an army of Nicki Minaj fans engaging in a coordinated effort to threaten, harass, and intimidate Mr. Tristan because of your false public statements. The reputational damage caused to Mr. Tristan within his professional community and within the public at large are all directly traceable to your deliberate and reckless conduct. Accordingly, demand is hereby made that you, 1, immediately issue a public retraction and apology on all social media platforms where you published or shared the defamatory content in a form and manner ensuring that it reaches an audience commensurate with the original original falsehoods. 2, provide written confirmation within 48 hours that you will cease and desist from any further defamatory or harassing statements or action concerning Mr. Tristan. Failure to comply will result in immediate legal action seeking full damages, including compensatory and punitive, injunctive relief, and all attorney fees and costs incurred. Furthermore, as we are all on the cusp of litigation, you are hereby instructed to implement a litigation hold. You must preserve all social media posts, direct messages, emails, text messages, documents, communication of any kind, any other materials in your possession or control created from October 1 of 2025 to the present that pertain in any way to Mr. Tristan. Any destruction or alteration, of such evidence will be met with the most severe legal sanctions. This is your first and final warning. We are prepared to use every legal tool at our disposal to hold all of the wrongdoers fully accountable for their harm caused. Govern yourselves accordingly and consider yourself on notice. This letter is issued without prejudice to our clients' rights or remedies, all of which are expressly reserved. Kind regards. Listen. Now, Pam done told y'all, if you go down to the classes, down to the law offices of hood and ghetto, Pam done told y'all that using allegedly don't cover you from everything. Just because Tasha K done started saying allegedly after every period does not mean that she is covered from liability. Just because you said allegedly does not mean you covered. Now, this attorney then came down here and told you that what you said was a lie. You have been informed that what you said was a lie. He didn't give you specifics that of what was a lie. And he didn't told you what they want you to do. They want you to apologize in the same way in which you defame that man. That's what they said. They said do it the same way. You put that information out there, apologize and say it ain't right. And that's what these people that said. They said you got 48 hours to do it. Now, Tasha, hey girl. Hey girl. I know you ain't gonna never see this. And I know you don't give a fuck. Got it. And I know you sitting on 1 million, 2 million, I don't know how many million of subscribers, and I can't even get to 20K. I got it. I got that. But can I just remind you that this is how it started with Cardi? Girl, this is how it started with Cardi. Cardi sent you a cease and desist and said, what you saying ain't true. Can you take the video down? That is how this all started with Cardi. Hey, Sean, what's up, sis? That's how this all started with Cardi. Girl, can I remind you? I know she don't care, y'all. I know she don't care. I know she don't care. Thank you for sharing out the live, boo. And I see you over there, girl. I didn't realize you are growing on your TikTok. Listen, my girl Sean Hall over on TikTok, for all of my parents that have students in high school, baby, she'll help you with the money, find the money, the application, all the different loans, the new laws, the new big beautiful bill. Child, she's on top of all of that. Y'all going over to her TikTok and y'all follow her information. Y'all get that stuff, child. Y'all check her out. She the real deal. That's one of my Bennett sisters. That's one of my Bennett big sisters, baby. I can tell y'all some stories about when I was a little old innocent freshman. When I was a little old innocent freshman. And that was one of my Bennett big sisters. So that's the update on that, child. Listen, that's the latest on that. I feel like we're not gonna get a smart decision by Tasha K. That's what I feel like. I feel like she's not gonna take that post down. As a matter of fact, I feel like she gonna add to it before she take it away. That's what I feel like. I feel like she gonna add to it before she take it away. That's just what I feel. All right, y'all. Last but not least, honey. Last but not least, TD Jakes. TD Jakes done withdrew his lawsuit. He done withdrew the lawsuit. Okay. Him and Dwayne Youngblood, they have had a meeting of the mind, and TD Jakes said, never mind. He said, never mind. He said, never mind. Never mind. Psych. Let the record reflect. I was innocent. I was an innocent freshman. Innocent freshman. Mm-hmm. It was. So just a quick recap, because, baby, we do not have time to go through the whole last year that we've been dealing with this TD Jakes of it all. Year and a half, actually. But y'all know that Dwayne Youngblood did an interview down to the Larry Reid Live and said that TD Jakes, tried to kiss him among some other things, okay? So then TD Jakes sued Dwayne Youngblood and 10 John Does, okay? Remember, he had 10 John Does. I guess he was going to add some more people later. Okay. So he sued Dwayne Youngblood. Okay. He said that Dwayne Youngblood's attorneys tried to extort him. They sent him a demand letter for $6 million. That's what he said. He said the demand letter was for $6 million. Okay. Now his attorney was Tyrone Blackburn. And y'all know how we feel about Tyrone Blackburn. Okay. Well, we moved Tyrone Blackburn out of the situation. And today, TD Jakes filed, or his attorneys filed the paperwork to withdraw the lawsuit. So whatever they decided, they went into the back room and they had a conversation. Okay, that's what happened. People say a lot that don't make it true. I think he's thinking of himself. Woo! Well, we know that Dwayne Youngblood been to jail for, violating boys. So we always said that, again, I don't know what TD did or didn't do, child. I don't know. I wasn't there. I don't know. But we always said that Dwayne Youngblood was not the most sympathetic victim. Okay. We always said that Dwayne Youngblood was probably not. I never understood why TD Jakes. Well, yes, I did. Never mind. I do understand why TD Jakes went after Youngblood, because he wasn't a sympathetic victim. And people, was hoping people would be like, you did what you accusing somebody else of doing, But with that being said, I'm with you, Sean, baby. Listen, I understand what you're saying, girl. So, not in the upper room. Listen. So that happened today. Okay. The lawsuit was thrown out. And I think a lot of people forgot that TD Jakes was actually suing Dwayne Youngblood. Dwayne Youngblood wasn't suing TD Jakes. So the situation, as of right now, at least, is over. Now, I'm going to be honest. Can I tell y'all what I think? I honestly think, and this is my opinion, we go back to that very first filing. I honestly think that he was always trying to get to Larry Reed. I told y'all that. I believe he was always trying to get to Larry Reed, because let's be clear, Larry Reed has been on TD Jakes' ass for years. And I honestly think that TD Jakes was always trying to get to Larry Reed. He believed that Larry Reed was in cahoots with Dwayne Youngblood, and that a lot of this was coming from him. That is what he believed. Well, that's what was in the paperwork. And I believe that was what his goal was from the beginning. My opinion. Now, I hope that this is over. TD Jakes, a lot of this stuff came out after the Diddy thing. Diddy has been convicted. The case is over. A whole lot of lawsuits were filed after the Diddy lawsuit was filed. And a whole lot of them lawsuits quietly went away. Yeah, I know. We talked about, we ain't heard no more with the what was the lawsuit against I don't even have time to go down that line. We read so many daggone lawsuits. I got sick of reading them lawsuits. But a whole lot of them lawsuits just quietly went away. Y'all notice we ain't heard no more. We ain't heard no more from a lot of those lawsuits. The one with the Aaron Hall, the one with the Jodeci, the one with what's the boy? 2 Live Crew, Uncle Luke. Whole lot of those, and that doesn't mean that stuff didn't happen. That ain't what I'm saying, y'all. That is not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is, a lot of those lawsuits have gone away. A lot are still open, Harlem Girl. A lot of stuff has not been fully adjudicated yet. I know. But I think the sensationalism of Diddy, because remember, a lot of those lawsuits came about because of that the amnesty law. And a lot of these cases are very old cases. And it's really going to come down to my word against yours. And that doesn't mean that people weren't victims. That's not what I'm saying. I just want to know, they're going to go get the Abercrombie and Finch man. When they going to go get him? How about that? When are they going to go get the Abercrombie and Finch man? Now they gave him bail and everything else. They trying to say that he has dementia and he don't remember nothing. Now that's what they trying to say about him. They trying to say that he got dementia and he don't remember nothing. That's what he said. That's what they said. All right, y'all. Can we get listen? I know it's a lot to ask because it ain't a whole lot of y'all on TikTok. Can we get to 10,000 likes on TikTok? Can y'all tap that screen? Because we gonna get up out of here. What time is it? It's 7:50. I was gonna try to get y'all a reasonable doubt tonight, but I don't know if I'm gonna get one done. Well, you know they are, Sean. You know they got the complexion for the protection. You know they got the complexion for the protection. That Abercrombie and Finch man ain't going nowhere. He gonna sit up on house arrest in his yacht. And his $10 million mansion on the water, child, he ain't going nowhere. But we will, over on the other channel, we're going to just go ahead and do the Real Housewives of Miami. We're going to do part 3, child. We're going to knock that thing out because, yeah, we're going to be done with that. If I can do a reasonable doubt, I'll watch one tonight and I'll get y'all the next episode. I'll get y'all that out. And that's pretty much that, y'all. Thank y'all for everybody over on TikTok. Thank you so much, Sean. Oh, thank you for the gift. Thank you. Thank you for the paper crane. Thank you. You love baby. I love Sean. I know you do. I know you love Reasonable Doubt. I know you do. I know you do. Sean, listen. Sean would have been a Jax. Sean would have been a Jax. She is a Jax. Yeah, they said that he unfit to stand trial. I don't know if I believe that, but that's what they said. Anyway. He said he mentally ill. So did Tom Girardi, and we see how that turned out. Yeah, but remember though, by the time they got Tom Girardi, he was broke. The Abercrombie and Finch man, he's still rich. He's still rich. Tom ain't had no more money when they got to him. So make a difference. Right, a jack of all trades. I got you, boo. All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much over on TikTok. I'm about to shut it down. Thank y'all over here on YouTube. Like I said, I might, anyway, y'all will get something tonight. Y'all will get something tonight. And I will talk to y'all later. Peace. They got mentally out. They spent it. Right. Exactly. All right, y'all. Let me get out of here. Peace.
Yeah, I done missed a lot. Oh, look, EJ's in the chat. Hey, EJ. Shit, I know how to, from the military, I know how to read, certain cues on the person. And that wasn't no scripted shit. His nose was flaring. He was really upset. Over here, Dana Smith for the.
Oh, Lord. I thought I hit the M button. I'm sitting here looking at stuff and everything else. Why y'all ain't tell me I ain't hit the... Oh, y'all got my damn phone number. I just started looking at it. Bye, y'all. Damn. Cajun got my number. He called me. You know what? I got you, Cajun. I got you. Glad I ain't say nothing crazy. Damn. I didn't realize I was still live. Bye.